Assalamu alaikum, you guys. Matrell on a mission here, and I am on a mission to live my best life and travel the world, and I invite you guys to take those journeys along with me. So today's video is a little different, you guys. I am doing a reaction video. I am reacting to a video that was sent to me by a friend, okay? So last week, he sent me this video because, you know, I'm a foodie. I love food, and I follow most food vloggers, food travel vloggers, right? But I wasn't following this one. I've never heard of this guy. But he does have like over 8 million viewers, 8 million subscribers, should I say. So he has a lot of, you know, he has a huge platform. And so apparently he and his team came to Egypt, and their bags got confiscated, the bags with the equipment. And he was upset about that. He had a fit. He didn't like how it happened. He didn't like that it did happen, right? And so in his videos, he goes on to rant about the fact that, you know, the police are terrible, and he felt paranoid. He felt like they were following him everywhere he went. He was just being so mistreated by the authorities while he was here in Egypt. And I just found it weird because, you know, I've never encountered anything like that. And unfortunately, this guy has a large platform. So, you know, he does have some influence. And if you're reading through the comments on his platform, you can clearly see that, you know, people are canceling their plans to come here as a result of this YouTuber's tantrum. Yeah, because that's what he had. He had a tantrum. Because of his tantrum, people are not going to come to Egypt. And it's just so sad, because they're going to be missing out on such a great country. You know, I did look at the guy's video, and the video was still shot well, despite the fact that they took his cameras and everything. But he did have his phone, so he was able to get good footage. He and his team, they were able to get good footage and, you know, share that with everyone. So the food part was great. The interaction with the people was great. But for some reason, he kept injecting the same clip from customs and his gear getting confiscated in every video. I think he did like a total of like maybe 6 videos on this. It was like 5 pieces plus one major video that encompassed all 5 of the other ones. And he kept trying to reiterate the point that he felt mistreated, felt bad, whatnot, because, you know, he didn't like the rules. He didn't like doing what the police said in Egypt. And I'm like, dude, this is not your country. You know, when you go to someone else's country, you have to do what they say to do. That's just how it is. He was acting like the police did something to him that was just so awful. They confiscated the equipment. And everybody out there that thinks that they just confiscated just regular camera equipment, you're really gullible. I just don't think that that's the case. I think they had some drones. They had to. Because if they saw a drone in one bag, they're going to go through all the bags, because you're not allowed to have drones here in Egypt. The police were doing their job. They had the right to go through the bags. They had the right to confiscate the equipment. They gave the equipment back, right? So nothing was lost there. He said that he was paranoid and that the police were following him, and I just didn't see any evidence of that in any of the other videos, right? That was just him helping to build the hype and keep promoting the fact that, you know, that the police were after him while he was in Egypt. Just follow the rules. It's that simple. You don't tell people not to come to an entire country because of an experience that you had in one city. So you had a bad experience in one city, you had a tantrum, and then you tell the world don't come to Egypt. I think that is irresponsible. I think that your claims of abuse are still not proven, right? Still kind of jury is out. You were able to continue on, and you filmed all those days, got all the footage that you wanted. It wasn't on your camera, but it was on your phone, but you still got it, right? You're still able to put out a good video. Things just move slow here. So if you went to an office, you had to sit for a couple of hours, it just takes time. That's just how it is. This is Africa. It just takes time to get things done. You have to have patience, right? And then you also can't have, you know, an elitist, entitled attitude when you're dealing with people either. Made comments about your tour guide. I am sorry you had a terrible guide, right? In your opinion, you had a guide that did not do the things that you needed him to do. So you just have to make sure that you do your due diligence and find a really reputable company to work with, who can help you to make sure that your experience here in Egypt is positive. I don't know, guys. I don't believe him. I don't believe the video. I feel like somebody paid him to come here. So here's my thoughts. Two things. One of these two things probably happened. Either he was paid to come here to disparage the reputation of this country, or he had a temper tantrum. I'm thinking the second probably is more feasible. He just had a tantrum because he didn't get his way, and he didn't like how he was dealt with, because he's used to being dealt with, with a good handshake and a wink, and it just doesn't happen here. He got dealt, he was dealt with the way everybody gets dealt with here, and it's unfortunate that he took the opportunity in every single video to entitle it so that people felt like he was a victim here in Egypt. And like I said, it's unfortunate. Unintended consequences of his words could be people livelihood getting affected, and I just don't like that. I think you need to be more responsible. We're YouTubers, especially those of you with really large platforms. You have to really think about what you're doing. I just think all of you Egyptians that are out there on this guy's page, on his channel, apologizing for the behavior of the police, need to check yourselves. Why are you apologizing for the police's behavior here? They were doing their jobs. Nothing less. You should be happy about that. So yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe this guy. I think he's full of it. I think that he had a tantrum, and that his actions could cause a lot of people to lose money and people's families to not get fed. And he owes the police an apology. He owes the people an apology. And he really needs to change the thumbnail on that one video that says, "Don't come here." I just think that is in poor taste. I think that's over the top, and it's just not appropriate, But anyway, you guys, those are my thoughts. I am sharing with you on the Best Food Review channel. I think that's what it's called. The guy's name is Sunny. He's like the host of the channel, and he tries to come off as funny, but I kind of see through that. He carries this card all the time. I can tell, and he uses it and with no problems. As a matter of fact, before he said Egypt was the worst country to visit or film in, he said that about Nigeria. And then in the video in Nigeria, though, he said, this is the worst country to come film, but if you got enough money, you can do whatever you want in Nigeria. Here, everybody's not for sale. So if you tried to grease some palms and they said no, that could have contributed to the tantrum. If you tried to, invoke your privilege card and say, here, I'm an American, I have these rights or whatever, and they said no, they denied it, there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, so Sonny, just suck it up and offer up an apology. For people who are watching this, who are considering coming to Egypt, you should come, because it's a very beautiful country. The people are beautiful. They're awesome as well. The police here are not going to bother you unless you're doing something that you're not supposed to do, right? Because he was being a complete kid. He had a temper tantrum and put it out for the world to see. And unfortunately, some people may suffer as a result. So hopefully this information will get around to more people, so that you'll know that, just take that part of his video with a grain of salt. All the food and everything in there looked beautiful and awesome. Yes, all the food is good to eat. All the places that he did visit are awesome as well. So you definitely want to keep Egypt on your list. Just come see for yourself. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, please make sure you share it out so that other people can find out about my channel. Thank you for watching. Later. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider becoming a member of this channel today. And don't forget, hit subscribe. Thank you.